Good afternoon. I'm Ralph from MSI Supply, and I'd like to talk to you folks about check valves today. We do have some, and we'd love to sell you some, so please give us a call. The first valve that we'll look at is a cast steel swing check. I don't know if you can see this too well, but it has an arm that pivots on a hinge pin. It opens, the flow opens it. It's a one-way valve. They'll be identified with an arrow on them to show you which way the flow goes so you don't install it backwards. This pivot pin on some of the larger valves can have a weight or a hydraulic cylinder on it that will slow the opening and the closing of the valve to keep water hammer and just any kind of destructive slamming from happening. These are very, very common valves. The trim in them on this one, this is a carbon steel valve. It has trim 8, 11 to 13 chrome with hard face seats. We can get any trim you need in these valves as long as it's something that is somewhat normal. So let me move on to the forged steel version. We do not have a swing check in this, but we do have a piston check. This is a spring-loaded version. As you can see, I'll let it go and it'll pop down. So this valve is forged steel, carbon steel. It's also got an arrow on it to mark which way the flow needs to go. And this spring loading will keep that valve moving should there be the slightest fluctuation in pressure. This also is a trim 8, 11, 13 chrome with a hard face seat. Again, we can get pretty much any kind of trim you need in these valves. Let's see here. The pressure to open this valve is what they call cracking pressure. It's not something that's you should be trying to tell us about, really, but it can be important if there's any deviation. If one of your customers were to tell you, I need a certain cracking pressure, please include that in the description. The ends on these valves can be threaded, socket weld, flanged, RTJ flanged, butt weld. Not butt weld on this forged steel valve, but definitely butt weld on a cast steel. They can be full or reduced port. I know this is a pretty short description, but let me tell you what we would need from you folks to order these valves for you or to have them on the shelf. We need to know the size, the pressure, the ends, the body, what type of trim. If there's any sort of odd things about it, we need to know that, and we also would like to know how quick you might need these valves. So rest assured, we're standing ready to help you with this valve or any valve that you might need. All you have to do is pick up the phone and call us. MSI Supply will work for you and work with you. We thank you for your time.